Hello everyone, are you ready for another adventure? It's me, Woki, and I'm back with some more Fate Samurai collab, the Waxing Moon Chronicles. So, let's continue where we left off, which was fighting a bunch of more defensive battles. And continuing on, I'm still extremely tired, as you can tell from my voice. Or maybe it doesn't actually show up. It always sounds tired to me, but I guess when I hear it back on the recordings, it doesn't always sound that way. But you can definitely hear it because my ums and go up about 5,000%. So I'm up already, huh? So is your boss the one twisting this singularity, you bastards? You're all dead meat. Hurrah! And because other people are sleeping near me, I'm trying not to be too loud as well. I have to remember that as well. But these should be pretty easy. Yeah, get him, guy. The only thing annoying about it is I realize is that if there's one of these dudes lowers NP game, that's probably pretty bad. I think as Wataman is an AoE servant, so I think I should be good on that front. But I actually don't remember. Smack. Smack. I guess I can actually look before I do it. Yep, it's to a single enemy, so I'm going to go here, here, here. Perfect. That's perfection. Perfect. Now piss off. Man, this is such a cool. He's such a cool dude in general. A lot of the Indian servers that really made me get more interested in a lot of Indian mythology and stuff like that, and I think it's been pretty cool to kind of like learn. I've been wondering of trying to see if I could find like a book of some kind that would be pretty good at it. I've seen movie stuff that kind of mentions it, like the most recent Monkey Man movie. Funny enough, I think they talk about Hanuman, and I was like, oh, I know Hanuman specifically thanks to Fate Grand Order. So never let the world fool you into saying like you can't get anything from video games. I only know about Hanuman thanks to this, because they were talking about Sita and stuff. So I was like, oh, I know about that thanks to this. Rama and Sita, thanks to all the Indian things. I know about all the reincarnation. I know about all this, and so it makes watching it much better. It makes me at least go like, oh, I know that, as I lean to my sister, not during the movie, after the movie's done, to tell her like, oh, let me tell you how I know about that. It also does come up in some other like random things, like something for work. I had to know a lot about Rama and Sita, and when I started talking about it at work, they were like, I don't know why you know so much about this story, but thank God that you do. Spartacus. What am I doing here? Haha, a foolish question. Where there are oppressors, there I will be in glorious rebellion against them. Now I know this man has an AoE, but also he's a berserker, so his NP gain. Oh, never mind. Let me shut the fuck up, because that I know what that means. They said, here's a free one on us. Thank you. Thank you so much. It will still like me taking me a couple turns, because there's no way in hell I'm getting all of my... You got 50%. That's a lot more than I was actually expecting, if I'm going to be 100% real with you. I did not know your NP game was like that, Spartacus. Anyway, go here. Pick out the main one. His guts will activate, I think, so... But yeah, at work they were like surprised that I knew so much about it. And I was like, yeah, I don't need to explain to you why I know so much about this specific myth, or I don't know if myth is the right word of saying it, but this part of it, because I think it's also a religious thing. This mythos, that's a fancier word of saying it. I would say the same thing about my own religion, the mythos of Jesus, so I think that's fair enough. Always gotta be respectful in my eyes. To your fellow to your fellow religious person. We both have certain beliefs. We have to at least be in some form respectful to each other and understanding of each other. Anyway, back to Asakusa. But yeah, but a lot of the time I get interested in a lot of like myth stuff whenever they talk about it in Fate Grand Order. I think it's very cool that it's like that. So you waited until you thought we were gone, did ya? Well, too bad. If I want to, I can ride the ley line currents to reach anywhere in a heartbeat. Now, time to die. I've also been meaning to read, and that reminds me, because I've been meaning to read the Count of Monte Cristo, just for the hell of it, just to be like, oh, I would like to read this before anything else. I actually have like a whole list of stuff like I would like to read this before any kind of like other things. But over in Japan, in their bookstores, they actually do have a section that say from the game Fate Grand Order, and I remember there was some people who felt weird about it, saying like, oh my god, they have to use this game to get people to read these stories. And I remember feeling like, why the fuck is that a bad thing? If people want to get into the story because of, it doesn't matter how they got into it. If they want to get into these stories and it's due to like, oh no, you don't understand, I wanted to learn more about like King Arthur's story, it's because I love Saber from Fate Grand Order, I don't think there's anything bad in that. I can only see the way it's like, oh, you only started this because of this one thing. Who gives a fuck how people started reading? You should not turn your nose at people who want to fucking read. That's my bold take of the day. That takes care of that. You can tell that this actually is something I'm passionate about, because I got legitimately angry and started ignoring the story. Might have got a little too far, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Hang in there, Iori. Master of Chaldea, I'm on my way back now. But yeah, I'm like, it doesn't matter where the fuck they learn it from. If they want to learn, like, if they want to read it, as some motherfucker wants to read an autobiography of Beethoven, not Beethoven, of Amadeus, because of Fate Grand Order, then let them read that fucking thing. If they want to hear more about Marie Antoinette and her death, then let them fucking learn about it. I don't understand why so many people are just like, oh, you only wanted to learn this because of this. I'm like, who gives a fuck about what is the inspiration for wanting someone to learn something? The fact that they want to learn it is good enough for me. Waiting for the person of the house to be absent before sneaking in, are we? What an unscrupulous stalker you are. But unfortunately for you, I was only pretending to be absent. Now behold this cat's loyal watchdog act. For my reward, I'll take some fuel from my paper lanterns. But yeah, if someone wants to start it, just let them. It's fine. Is my end of the thing here. They take the dog away? Okay, let me put up that shield. Oh wait, this only lasts for like, yeah, I forgot that cat's skill kind of sucks ass. I was like, wait a minute, isn't this skill kind of ass? And the answer is yes, it is. Also forgot I shouldn't have activated that, because after Moraes, if they hit me with a debuff, I'm gonna be kind of fucked. Does this increase my... Okay, that would have been nice a little while ago, but that's fine. Oh, actually, I think I can go here. Because, yeah, one more replacement, I think that's it. But yeah, here's my thing to you guys in general. If you want to learn from something, never feel afraid to start learning about things. And it doesn't matter why you started getting into it. If you wanted to learn more about aviation due to like, nah, I was watching this, then just go for it, my guy. People forget that the reason we wanted to learn how to do flight and shit was that looking at birds or looking at the reason people wanted to go to the moon is that they saw the moon in the sky and they said, someday I would like to be there. And that was enough of a motivation. And that sounds like a crazy thing to say, but that's what drives people forward. Doesn't matter what it is. Maybe it's a crazy notion of whatever the fuck, but you have to have that instinct in you to keep going forward. And now let's continue the story, shall we? Act 8, The the serpent shed its skin as the Oni rises once more. Does that mean Ibuki's here? He's a snake. He's like a giant snake. Yokosuka. The first time I came here, I was elated to see all the foreign ships floating on the shimmering water. But it just doesn't feel the same as Singularity Edo. I don't feel even a hint of that old elation. Yokosuka is technically a part of Edo. That said, I agree. It's sad seeing these towns without any people in them. Yokosuka was Dorothy Koyette's territory. She was a talented clock tower mage and was able to transform all of Yokosuka into her personal magecraft workshop. She's that good of a mage? Of course, when she did so, she also made sure to lay traps all over town. Let's keep moving. Watch your step, Iori, Master of Chaldea. I know that she's calling me the Master of Chaldea, but when you don't call me Woki, it really does seem like I'm calling Iori the Master of Chaldea, and he is not the Master of Chaldea. Anyway, this is the key defensive position here. During the last ritual, there was a bounded field and all manner of traps here, but now... You sense something, Gramps? No, I don't sense any magical energy at all. So no traps and no bounded field, huh? Because does that mean this was another dead end? Wait. Now I'm sensing magical energy getting close. A new kind of monster. Indeed, and not just any monster. I don't know why you said that. Okay. We'll go in here with... You know what? I'm gonna, once again... You are not going to trick me on this one. I know I'm about to fight like 9 different rows of dudes. So I'm just gonna go with this. If it's a one-on-one battle, I'll bring out Iori, but I know for a fact it's not a fucking one-on-one battle. Told you. I told you. He told you. I was almost about to just say it up, click that buster card, but no, it's fine. Hit him with the Zaboba. Way to kill him, Cuckoo. That's a big fucking snake. There's 6 of them. Okay. I have a feeling. What does this say? Inflict curse on opponents who attack plus increase defense for yourself. There isn't gonna be any defense. Just like there's only ever gonna be one blade. It is really funny that they still have not released a new Blade movie. I was so... They should not be this hard. I think it's actually the problem is that they're overthinking it and they're like, well, nobody wants a super simple story of a vampire man. I'm like, how fucking wrong you are is astounding. Because a lot of people would in fact just like a regular ass story. They don't need like 5,000 different like plot lines to all get back to themselves. I don't need like the Midnight Suns. And this is taken from someone who actually really likes the Midnight Suns, loves Ghost Rider. I read the original run of the Midnight Suns from back in the 90s, and I don't know, you don't need to do the Midnight Suns. What the fuck are they gonna be fighting? Like, I guess you'd have to acknowledge that you need to go get Lilith, but it's like, I don't know if this is really gonna work out with everything. I guess if they wanted to do Mephisto, they did have him set up a little bit, but you know, I don't know how to feel about that. All right, you can clearly tell I'm tired, so the next time I pick this up, I will continue on from there. But thank you very much. Like I said, it's gonna be a shorter video. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a much longer video. And also me sounding less tired. Until next time, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Bye.